Welcome friends. Welcome to our YouTube channel Learning and Skill Hubs. So today we will discuss about the upcoming IPO latent view analytics. It's one of the upcoming IPO. IPO dates are from 10 November to 12 November. In one lot there will be 76 shares, and the total lot price will be 14,440 rupees, and one share price band will be 190 to 197 rupees, and the total issue of size is 600 crore rupees. Now we talk about the company's financial companies about the company. So company was founded in 2006. Company's managing director is Adugudi Viswanatha Venkatraman. So Latent View Analytics is the purely database analytics company. It's claimed that it has expertise in the value chain of data analytics. So company has clients in various countries including India, US, Singapore, UK, etc. The scope of work of companies includes the consulting services, data engineering, business analytics, digital solution, and digitalization initiatives. Now we talk about the strength and risk. So company is mostly engaged and provides the service to the blue chip company of technology, banking and financial sector, CPG, retail, and other sectors. Then the company serves in the different countries from UK, USA, Netherlands, Germany, Singapore, UK, and India also. Company has recognized position in data and analytics in the wide range of capabilities. Then company's consistent driven innovation supported by the strong functional expertise team. Then the company's business is scalable, and the company's financial profile is highly attractive. That will be discussed in the consequent slides. Then the company's leadership team is very strong and with having the strong promoter team. Now we talk about the risk associated with the company's business. First, the limited number of clients account for a significant portion of company's revenue. So, company's major revenue is coming from a very less number of clients. So, it's a very risk that if one of them or some major clients impacted, then company's business will definitely impacted, and revenue will also impacted by this. Second, around 90% of company's revenue are derived from the US. So any disruption in US economy can lead to impact the entire business of company. Then the exchange rate fluctuation also play a vital role in the company's business performance. If US dollar rupee change US dollar exchange rate changes, then company's revenue also impacted by that. If US dollar appreciates and rupee depreciate, then it will be positive. It will give the positive gain to the company's business revenue. But if vice versa is there, then business is significantly impacted. Then company entire business is dependent on the brand and corporate reputation. If any issue is coming regarding this, the company's business may be impacted. Then the real and perceiving error, failure, any technical glitches. Then the company's revenue is highly dependent on the limited number of industry verticals. Then the company's majority business is outside the India. So if anything to happen other countries' economy, especially US, then company's business will be definitely impacted. Then the long-term and unpredicted sales cycle, because if company's growth is totally depend on the economic growth and the technology and innovation growth. So anything is happen to it may impact the company's business. Okay? Then inability to modify its pricing model to retain the existing clients and attract the new clients due to many peers and other company of similar nature like Mu Sigma, Happiest Mind, and Jet Sigma, etc. Now we talk about the company's financial. Company's financial record is very good. In 2019, the whole gross revenue was to 96 crore, which is increased 327 crore in 2021. There is significant increment. Whereas when we talk about the profit is very significantly increased from 60 crore to 91 crore rupees, approx 10 to 15% growth CAGR. Now, whenever we talk about the assets, similar trend is visible. In 2019, the gross total assets was 324 crore, which has been increased up to 519 crore rupees. If we talk about the company's current business ratio, that company has average EPS 4.42 rupees, and the company's current PB ratio is 7.29, and after listing it will be as per earlier it was 4.16, and current existing PE ratio is 43.68 rupees, and based on FY21 earning, it PE stands at 42.64 rupees. Still, it's very good. Company's peer, only one peer is listed, that is Happiest Mind, and its PE is around 111 rupees. So there is still growth chances of three times. When we compare with listed peer, only one peer is listed, that is Happiest Mind, and its current PE is 111.37 as per 3rd of November. Dividend policy, company has not declared any dividend yet, but in future company may declare a dividend, because company is profit making company. Now we talk about the company's merchant banker for IPO. So 3BRML is merchant banker for the IPO listing, and 3BRML has already in 3 years it has been merchant banker of 44 IPO, out of which only 16 were issuer offer below the listing price, and rest are listed at stock above its price band or with listing gain. Now, if we talk about the company's competitive strength, the first is company is one of the leading purely data analytics company in India, extensive experience across the range of data and data analytics capabilities, blue chip clients across the country and geography. Company has a strong focus on innovation and R&D. Company's business is scalable, and company's financial parameters are very good. Strong and experienced leadership team. Company's promoters are Adugudi Vishwanath Venkatraman and Padmavati Jayadhala are the company's promoters. Promoters means which are having more than 20% stake in the company. If we compare the company's quarterly YoY performance, then we can see that the company has shown good significant growth in both assets, revenue, and PAT terminology. If we can see that in June 20 and June 21 comparison, approx there is an increment of 20% in the company's total assets, revenue, and profit. Now we talk about the object of IPO. First is the inorganic growth initiative, second is the working capital requirement, third is the future growth, and fourth is the general corporate purpose as usually. Now if we talk about the company's IPO details, IPO opening 10th November, closing 12th November. Face value is 1 rupee per equity share, so there is no chance of further splitting, only bonus share is possibilities, and per share price band is 190 to 197 rupees. Market lot in single lot there will be 76 shares. Company will list on both NSE and BSE. Issue size will be 600 crore, fresh issue will be 474 crore, other is offer for sale. Allotment will be done on November 16, refund will be done on 17th November, and share will be credited to demat account in November 18 to, and IPO will be released on November 22. Now a person can minimum apply one lot that is containing 76 share, and the amount is 14,972 rupees, and maximum 13 lot he can apply. The gross amount is 1,94,636. If we talk about the existing promoter holding, it is 79.30%, and after post issue shareholding is figures are not declared yet. So friends, we have all in this video we have talked about the company's financial performance, business model, and business ratio, and IPO objective, and company's core strength. Now we talk about the company's long-term perspective for applying the IPO. So if we talk about the company's business model, it is very good. Company has blue chip clients and global presence. So company has very bright future in future, even if we compare to current peer Happiest Mind also. So we can apply for both short term or long term investment, but we should keep regular watching in the company's financial performance and business model also. So thank you friends, thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you. Thanks to everyone.